time for Today Property Watch. When it comes to house prices, growth is stalling right now across Australia, but this morning new data has actually revealed there are some areas where property prices are hitting new highs.
Here to tell us the suburbs that have seen the biggest price drops and where buyers might be able to nab themselves a bargain is Domain property editor Alice Stoltz, looking gorgeous and race ready. Nice to see you.
Hey, Alice.
Good morning, guys.
Alice, what does the latest house price data show us?
It's really interesting. We're really seeing prices finally slow down somewhat. Having said that, cities such as Sydney, Brisbane, Adelaide and Perth have all hit new record highs, but that price growth is finally tempering somewhat.
So we're seeing median house prices there. What about suburbs experiencing the biggest drops across Australia?
It's really interesting. There's somewhere in each city which has actually got houses for under the median house price, thankfully. Now, areas in Melbourne such as Chadstone, that kind of inner shoppingville area, lots of townhouses coming out there, as well as Beecroft in Sydney, those prices there are down 15%. Really, it's because of the sort of apartments hitting that area. People are selling out of there, but there's a new generation coming in. Adelaide, have a look at Norwood, down 11%, beautiful spot, and Brisbane also. But I think it's interesting, if you look around, there still are bargains to be found and make the most of this declining market.
Really, yeah.
Alice, what are the auction and clearance rates like at the moment?
Well, Melbourne, not so busy today. People have got other things to do in Melbourne this long weekend. So Sydney takes the lead today, over 900 auctions in Sydney. And around the country, you can see, I think Brisbane's got around over 100 this week, 91, Adelaide 125. And if you are stuck in Melbourne, you want to still do something other than horses, there's 266 auctions to have a look at. Last weekend's clearance rates were really fascinating. A massive weekend last weekend. It was the second biggest weekend of the year, clearance rate wise. And the Melbourne market held up pretty well, 61%, and that was with nearly 2,000 auctions. Sydney came in at 59% last weekend.
Yeah, it's an unofficial long weekend here in Melbourne. People just starting to feel a bit sick ahead of Monday.
Indeed.
Tell us about the most expensive house sold last week, the most affordable too.
Yeah, the most expensive was the beautiful, actually Colette Dinnigan used to own his house in
wow.
Paddington. It sold for $12.1 million. Beautiful cottage with a pool. And what we're really seeing is the demand for houses like this, so beautifully renovated and restored, and is sort of so big for Paddington. 4 bedrooms, sold for $12.1 million. And the most affordable was a unit in Bendigo in Melbourne, which sold for $245,000.
With the pool? Nice.
Well, yeah, you have to share the pool,
Communal pool, but I'll
still,
take it.
You can take what you can get, I think, in this current market.